Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight's channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close, thanks for supporting me, guys. Former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua believes boxing fans don't respect him enough. I used to be the best boxer in my era. The loss of this status hurt me when I lost. But it's hard for you to earn respect as a British fighter. If I were an American, it would be different. Tyson Fury went through 12 rounds without dwelling, and people said that he was great, that he had recorded 12 good rounds to his credit. Anthony Joshua had 12 rounds with Jermaine Franklin, and they said I was already worn out. How so? Joshua declared. Hearn, the promoter of former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua, is confident that the British boxer can still get into the Boxing Hall of Fame if he defeats 3 fighters. According to Hearn, AJ will go down in history after defeating Dillian White, Deontay, Wilder and Tyson Fury. If you beat Dillian White, Wilder and Tyson Fury, you will enter the Hall of Fame without any pressure, Hearn said. The famous American boxer Sean Porter in the past sees no reason to criticize the former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua for a rematch with Dillian White. I know that the next fight will be Joshua versus White, and I think this is a great, competent fight for Anthony. People don't like it, but you have to learn to appreciate it. We don't see fights of 2 famous boxers all the time. We have one big name. It will be great to see where Joshua is now in terms of his career, what he has improved after teaming up with Eric James. It's cool that they will have the opportunity to work again on the night of the fight. Again, this is an opportunity to show yourself in front of the fans. Appreciate the fact that Joshua will enter the ring and perform, and will not wait for the perfect fight for 8-10 months. So we got the Joshua-Whyte fight, which I really like. I think it's a safe fight for Anthony, at least we are waiting for it, and we will see what Joshua is like now, Porter said. Frank Warren, the promoter of the WBC heavyweight world champion Tyson Fury, is confident that the fight between his world and former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou of Cameroon will break all box office records. This is a big event. This is the biggest event I've ever participated in. Yesterday, the #1 character on Twitter was Fury, and #2 was Ngannou. It's a big audience, not just a few guys. This is a massive event. As far as I understand, this will be the biggest event I have ever participated in. This is what Tyson is going to do. All box office records will be broken. Isn't Ngannou the best heavyweight in his martial arts? Isn't he listed in the Guinness Book of Records as the most dangerous puncher? Said Warren. Holly Holm, a former UFC champion, spoke about the recently announced fight between Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou. I think there are a couple of things Francis is good at. He spent most of his MMA fights in the boxing style and won his victories with punches. He rarely used kicks to the body, so it's easier for him to adapt to the boxing style. But with Tyson Fury, it will certainly be difficult for him. I think that if Francis has a chance to win, then only by knockout. Tyson Fury is very strong. Boxing differs from MMA in that you can't rely so much on the clinch. You can't pin an opponent to the cage and use wrestling. Tyson Fury also has powerful punches in his arsenal, but Francis is undoubtedly strong. As the fight drags on, Fury's advantage will be more noticeable, Holmes said. The famous British promoter Hearn released that Anthony Joshua and Dillian White deserve praise for having agreed to a rematch. I am absolutely shocked that this fight will take place. I'm shocked that AJ took such a risk when he has a fight with Deontay Wilder on the table. I'm shocked that Dillian White has given his consent, as in his opinion this is a very bad deal for him. This shows us a few things. Firstly, if the fighters really want to fight, then it will happen anyway. Secondly, both guys have no doubt that they will do their job. They are completely confident of victory. That's why I like this fight. It is also worth noting that the guys do not like each other and want to win by knockout. We can say that absolutely everything is at stake for the fighters in this confrontation, Hearn said. Hearn, the promoter of former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua, said that tickets for a rematch between his world and Dillian White were sold out in a few hours. It was an incredible experience when Joshua and White fought for the first time. and now they will meet again. This is a massive fight. Now I'm waiting for the official report from the ticket sales. It looks like the fight is completely sold out in the first few hours. I think this is what we all need. And you? This is what British boxing needs. I think it needs mushroom. It needs Tyson. Anthony Joshua and Dillian White need it, Hearn said. The famous British boxer Errol Spence in the past said that the victory of the former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua in a rematch with Dillian White would not make any sense, since the latter already has a whole collection of early defeats. At the same time, Spence noted that a convincing performance would help Joshua psychologically. If in the upcoming fight with White, Joshua can effectively beat Dillian and look good, then people will start saying, "Wait a minute, this is a good victory. Joshua has already beaten White. Dillian was knocked out by Alexander Povetkin. He was knocked out by Tyson Fury, so it won't prove anything. But it will show that Joshua will enter the ring with faith in himself, that he is serious and can win a spectacular victory. It will bring him well to the fight with Wilder," Roach said. Tony Bellew is convinced that Francis Ngannou has no chance in a boxing match against Tyson Fury. Both sides will grab the money. I don't believe Ngannou thinks he is going to win. He is probably one of the strongest men in the world in 4-ounce gloves, and his technique doesn't matter because his hands are so heavy and he is physically strong, which plays a role in his sport. But in boxing, the main thing is the technique, style, and the mechanism that you use to win. He doesn't have any of that. Francis is an amazing, powerful athlete, but he is not a boxer and will never be one. It would be stupid for Tyson Fury to go into the cage with Ngannou because Francis would completely destroy him in 50 seconds. I sincerely believe that Fury, if he had decided, would have removed Ngannou in one round. MMA and boxing are two completely different sports. It's like saying that rugby and football are the same thing because they play the ball there, Bellew said. Many believe that for the WBO welterweight world champion American Terence Crawford, the fight against compatriot Errol Spence will be the most important in his career. Crawford agrees that this is the biggest fight of his career, but believes that the fight against Spence was not necessary for him for legacy. "Yes, Errol is my biggest rival, but in terms of career and legacy, I didn't need Spence," Crawford said. Recall that Crawford and Spence will fight on July 29th at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, USA. The title of the undisputed champion in the welterweight division will be at stake in the confrontation. Despite the fact that there are quite well-known names in the track record of the WBO welterweight world champion Terence Crawford, his future rival, the owner of WBC, IBF and WBA titles Errol Spence, believes that these victories mean nothing. "I think my experience will matter because I've been involved pretty much only in big fights and fought at a high level. For example, in such as against Mikey Garcia. In terms of talent, I would say that a little ahead. I fought with Sean Porter, who was much better than during the fight with Crawford, and we can say the same about Kell Brook." Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.